What is up, indie gamers? We have another fantastic list coming your way, but... oh, what's this? I don't think you've got the necessary skills to get to the first entry. In order to unlock those skills, you need to go to patreon.com/item of indie games to unlock the double jump ability, and also support your favourite channel and join a fantastic indie gaming community. Okay, fine, I won't make you do that, but these Metroidvanias might. I have compiled a list of 10 fantastic Metroidvanias to add to your wish list, whether you are a hardcore genre fan or just a casual enjoyer. Who lives in a giant skull in a deep well? Glimmer, the tiny bird! Something about a little guy living in a giant head just really giving SpongeBob. Well Dweller stars our little bird Glimmer and his matchstick weapon, who is on an adventure to kill an evil queen and save his family. A dark fairy tale forest sets the backdrop of this Metroidvania, and you must battle haunting beasts, solve puzzles, and discover secrets, all whilst blissfully ignoring the giant corpses that litter the forest. Wouldn't be my choice of decor, but each to their own, I suppose. With the same creator of great games like Crypt Custodian and Islets, we're looking forward to Well Dweller releasing this year. The original Nocturnal was a fantastic bite-sized side-scroller that launched in 2023. And now we have a second atmospheric Metroidvania to run, jump and slice our way through. Set in the heights of the city of Itash on a forgotten island that has fallen to the darkness, you've got to #getlit and strike the enemies with your flaming sword, letting them really feel the burn. Set in a massive interconnected city, you'll uncover secrets and discover the mysteries behind the island. It's minimalist, atmospheric and full of baddies for you to bring the pain to. There's currently no release date, but the devs have recently announced a prospective Q2 date, so we shouldn't have too long to wait to bring light to the darkness in Nocturnal 2. If you happen to like your Metroidvania games with roguelike elements, then perhaps consider tossing Cirrata onto that old wishlist of yours. You play as Red Panda Kia in this surprisingly bloody affair that will first be starting out in early access. Outside of the gory combat encounters, there's a bar which acts as your central hub, a massive map and tons of different power-ups and collectibles hidden away. Plus, the game will only get larger as it progresses towards version 1.0. If you want to help shape what is potentially the next great Metroidvania roguelite, then hop in early this year. The Castlevania series returns to its roots at last as we get to play as Lady Belmont. In Castlevania, Belmont's Curse, it has been 23 years since the events of Dracula's Curse, and now Trevor Belmont's successor must take over the vampire killing duties. While this is a well-known franchise that might not exactly sing indie game, I thought it was worth including here, as it seems to be a smaller budget affair more in the AA range, and in some regards is a direct callback to Symphony of the Night. You know, the great granddaddy of them all. And with the Dead Cells team involved, you just know you're in for something special. See if you can save a burning Paris this year. Just as the title implies, in MONOMOON, players are guided by the light of the moon. The game looks like it was drawn by a crayon, but in a whimsical, magical way that is quite pleasing to the eyeballs. The developers are referring to it as a Metroidvania, meaning that while it features the usual genre staples, there's an influx of tricky puzzles to be solved. Even more interesting is that MONOMOON features elements of point-and-click adventure in how it controls. So yes, not your usual Metroidvania, but variety is the spice of life after all, and I for one think this game looks creative and fun. Thus it has been tossed onto my wishlist in anticipation of its release later this year. Fate brought you to this list today, and Fate shall test your Metroidvania skills in Tales of Fate, scheduled for this year and coming to both PC and Switch, which isn't shy about its difficulty. The Steam page points to Souls-like boss encounters, so best put your big boy or girl pants on for this one. When you aren't slashing through foes as furry animals, you can stop into the tavern to chat up the locals. This massive game features 3 different characters to control in totality, tons of equipment options, and of course, a huge map across an interconnected world. If you fancy yourself a Metroidvania game with classic pixel art and brutal difficulty, then look no further. Drinkbox Studios are back again. You know, the folks who brought us awesome indies like Guacamelee and Nobody Saves the World. This time with a much darker affair, the action Metroidvania Blighted, which has a viewpoint similar to games like Diablo and Hades. Its art direction is evocative, as you take the fight to the evil Sorcisto either solo or with a friend in co-op either online or off. Use the Blight to battle back foes with the game featuring a dynamic difficulty system that adjusts to your struggles. See if you can survive the Blight when this game launches in the fall. It's lovely to see real artists continue to create 2D art, as can be seen in OTHERSIDE Untamed Words. You play as the cat warrior Mao, who is a master swordsman. Swords cat person? You understand what I'm saying. They explore ancient ruins that have been ravaged by the plague. Expect a massive interconnected world where you learn new abilities, discover secrets, and unlock all areas of the game's massive map. OTHERSIDE Untamed Words doesn't have a firm release date yet, but is still slated for 2026. This next upcoming Metroidvania release is coming to us from a solo developer, which makes it all the more impressive. YesterSol has you battling against the evil mosquito Kulex using your spear, which is more than just a weapon. The spear can help you traverse through platforming sections, but you can also teleport towards it and even call it back when it gets too far away. Almost like a boomerang. The cutesy art looks nice too, and I particularly love that you can curl up into a ball full Metroid style. Be on the lookout for this exciting release sometime in 2026. Now, before I go, might I recommend Before I Go? This rather bleak affair has you travelling towards your final destination in life. Everything within the world is weak and dying as you explore nightmarish, dreamy landscapes. Your platforming skills will be pushed to the limit as you precariously platform and fight off parasitic foes while gaining fascinating new abilities. This unique spin on the Metroidvania genre will hopefully play like a dream as opposed to a nightmare. You can give it a spin for yourself, as a demo is available on Steam now. Right then, I hope you were able to navigate this labyrinth of upcoming Metroidvania games. As always, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, Patreon, you know the drill. And remember, voice to the voiceless.